Are you ready to have some quick tapping on perfectionism so that you can get out of your own way and take some awesome action? That's what we're going to do in this video. Hey, this is Margaret Lynch-Ranieri, author of the books Tapping into Wealth and Unblocked, and creator of the Motivation Super Skills program. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about perfectionism, and I'm just going to mention where it falls on the Motivation Breakthrough Map. This is my copy. As you can see, it's covered with notes, because perfectionism is really a type of procrastination, and the Motivation Breakthrough Map is talking about the procrastination that where we get stuck and we freeze and we hold back. And as we look at page 2 of this map, perfectionism is part of the fight or flight effect on the brain. The first 2 layers is where we see it, which is the fight or flight effect on the brain. My mind is in a spinning, frenetic, unfocused space. It is scanning for danger on the horizon and worried about everything. And the second layer is that scary and mean self-talk. And you really hear that when perfectionism comes in. But there's a third layer as well there that we often don't think about in perfectionism, which is the layer number 3. I don't want to feel that. Like, I'm trying not to feel that right now, people. Layer that's also going on, because when we're engaged in our perfectionism, we're not feeling anything. We're barely in our body. And so I wanted to give you a quick hack on how to tap for perfectionism if it's coming up in you and you don't have like hours and hours to figure it all out, because using perfectionism, like, it usually comes up when it's about something we're going to do. So it becomes a way that I procrastinate, that I freeze, that I hold back, that I don't, like, I can do a lot of work, but I don't launch, I don't put it out there, I don't get to the phase where people are going to see it, interact with it, possibly scrutinize and judge it, right? So we want to recognize that first, perfectionism is our smart little brain wrapping itself around a smart little reason that is just hiding fear. There is fear underneath. There always is. So we want to be really loving and really compassionate that even the most perfectionistic person we know, who doesn't seem like they're afraid at all, there's a terror going on that is driving that perfectionism. And hopefully, if you're watching this video, you're willing to see that in yourself. And so a real quick way to tap on it when there's something that you are not doing and you feel like, I got to do it right. I know I'm a perfectionist, or I'm a recovering perfectionist, as someone said to me just yesterday, and I want to do it right. This is the quick tapping we're going to do. And I'm just going to demonstrate these 2 points, because I don't want to make it difficult for you to walk around your house and do this quick tapping hack really, really quickly. So here's what you're going to say. And you're going to pick a few of these lines and just repeat them over and over, which is this. It's got to be perfect. 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 I need to be perfect. I need to be perfect. I need to be perfect. You're just going to say that over and over and over. Or maybe this one resonates more for you. I got to do it right. It's got to be right. I got to do it right. It's got to be right. I got to do it the right way. It's got to be right. I got to do it right. I got to do it the right way. So I want to make this really simple. We're tapping to turn down the actual fear and fight or flight, and we're naming the scary, like what the brain says I have to do to protect against the scary thing, which is make a mistake, right? Or be seen as making a mistake, not good enough. And so the tapping is like, I know there's a fear going on. I know I'm in fight or flight, and the words is just voicing it, okay? Now, what you're going to add to be like, Margaret, where's the positive that moves me into action, right? This is why this is going to be hard for you, because the only positive is going to be this. Are you ready? You're going to say some of those negatives, like it's got to be right, it's got to be perfect, I got to do it perfectly, whichever one that you resonate with. And then you're going to shift to this one phrase. It's okay. I understand. It's okay. I understand. It's okay. I get it. It's okay. I get it. It's okay. I get it. Now, that didn't sound like I'm charging into action and I'm going to be positive. It's what you need. It's what that scared side of you needs to hear first. It's okay. I get it. It's like saying to someone who's really scared, It's okay. I understand. It's kind of, and when we do it when we're tapping, remember, we're turning down cortisol. We are taking back our physiology, which has been hijacked by fear somehow and turned into this perfectionistic thinking. We're taking back our physiology. We're actually soothing at a nervous system level the fear that you may not even be that aware of. And the self-talk to ourselves is a radically different message. It's okay. I get it. Like you're like, I see through all of this show. It's okay. I get it. Now, I want you to start with that. I want you to walk around your house. Now, you want to tap through all the points, no problem. You absolutely can. But I just want to give you something that you can be like pacing around your kitchen doing it. And if you want to add, take a breath, do those first 2 steps. Do not move on unless you promise me you've done those first 2 steps. I want to see it in the comments. Margaret, I did the first 2 steps. If you want to add a third thing, then it has to include the word love. Okay? And so if you want to add a positive that'll help move you forward, I want it to be, it has to have the word love, and it should be something like this. I love celebrating. I love celebrating. I love celebrating. I love getting stuff done. I love crushing it. I love celebrating. I love getting stuff done. I love crushing it. Pick one of those. Because what that is giving you is a positive carrot to move forward, right? Like, this is actually a good thing, right? Sometimes people will say, you know, I like doing the hard thing. Like, I like knowing that I did the hard thing, and that to them will feel good. But it has to be love in just one quick sentence. That's all I want you to try. Let me know how it goes. Put the notes in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. And by the way, if you don't have my book, make sure you pick up a copy. The link is in there for Tapping into Wealth for Unblocked. And of course, if you need your copy of the Motivation Breakthrough Map to understand you and other people so much better what's going on and have X-ray vision, you can see that in the comments how to get that. All right, see you later.